Style Savvy is a 2008-2009 game for the Nintendo DS, known as Nintendo Presents Style Boutique in Europe, which is a name I can never ever remember, and Wagamama Fashion Girls Mode, or simply Girls Mode, in Japan. You played by holding the DS sideways and clothing customers in a boutique. I never actually played the original DS game, but I did play the 3DS sequels, Style Savvy, Trendsetters Fashion Forward, and Styling Star, or Nintendo Presents New Style Boutique, New Style Boutique 2 Fashion Forward, and New Style Boutique 3 Styling Star. The European name for the series is a tongue twister, and I call the series Style Savvy anyway, so I'll be calling the series by the American name for the purposes of this video. The basics of the Style Savvy series is that you work at a boutique and dress customers. Each game has a story that's very much an excuse to dress characters up and is fairly non-consequential but light-hearted and fun. In the original 3DS game, you could do fashion competitions, which is also the basis of the demo that I played the shit out of, to earn fame, money and customers, but I like the fourth game the best, Styling Star. The art for the game is by Lily Hoshino, the artist for a really weird manga that I like that's been on an eternal hiatus, and the character designer for Mawaru Penguin Drum, and has you dressing up idols. The game ostensibly takes place in the country you bought the game in, but let's face it, the UK doesn't have idols like Japan does. Also, the songs are unironic bangers that I'd cover myself if I could find the instrumentals. For a few years there, we were left wondering, will there be a Style Savvy Switch? What will it be like? How will it translate from two screens to one lone, solitary screen? One Nintendo Direct in early 2023, Fashion Dreamer is announced. It's like Style Savvy, but with fashion influence instead of a boutique. We waited months and months with bated breath, with little information to go on, and finally, it was kind of a damn squib of a game. There are less clothing categories, jewelry is limited to earrings, with necklaces being part of shirts and leg warmers being part of a specific style of shoe. You can't search based on fashion styles, and there isn't even a real narrative. If you wanted Style Savvy Switch, sadly you've come to the wrong place. My feeling is that it doesn't feel like a whole game. There's kind of a narrative with the character muses, the in-game name for NPCs, but that's only if you continually interact with them. You don't even get characters that talk to each other, really. I got the feeling that the game is trying to kind of be a social media-like game, with the likes and the followers and the influencers, but you can't really interact much with other players. The ultimate goal is to get followers and likes, and your level rewards are more followers and likes. You can also gain levels through designing clothes, and your rewards for designing clothes are more clothes to design and more furniture for your showroom. They're like two leveling systems for each profile, each Switch profile, because even if you have multiple muses, characters, they all share levels, and yeah, that's kind of weird, but whatever. My thing is, it doesn't feel like a full world. You don't see characters interacting with each other, like I said before. They only interact with you. You get like 10 or more characters in the main part of each world, which are called cocoons, and they do move around. You can't see them move between like predetermined spots, which is just annoying, by the way. And you can befriend them and clothe them, but that's kind of it. Unlike with the Style Savvies, the ultimate goal is popularity. The thing I liked about those games was the competitions or the idols' careers, the thing outside of just the boutique. It doesn't feel like much more than that. Like, the thing that you're working towards is more of the same thing. I'm like mercilessly roasting the game, but I do still like it. Don't get me wrong. The clothes are very cute and my showroom is very pretty. I just wish it had the sheer amount of clothing of the style savvies and the, you know, charming characters. Anyway, my conclusion is it's kind of a mixed bag, but if you like fashion games, you can certainly do worse.